Hello guys, taking our rides back again. So I'm in my next location, which is Bolton in Greater Manchester. Now what it is, I don't know if you can remember what happened on this path here. So one of the lads, one of the content creators, I don't know if it was this path actually, it might have been this one. So either this one or that one, a content creator, one of the good souls in our community, got abused on there, and it took me my time to come and show him some support, because if I could have at the time, I would have been here straight away showing him some support, right? Unfortunately, I had restrictions and I was unable to. However, I have not got them restrictions now, and I can move freely around the Greater Manchester area. So I've just clocked this and it says police vehicles only. Unauthorised vehicles will be removed. So let's get the old good cam out. Let's get this out. Let's switch it on. Well, the green light's on. Let's go. So let's go, guys. Or we could just pull that like that, but I like to get it in my eye. But it'd help if I opened the shutter. So guys, I will come back to you. I'm going to swap over to this for a bit. I will come back to you guys. So yeah, we're in Bolton. I haven't actually checked the app to see if we're allowed to fly high. To see if we're allowed to fly high in the sky. And of course, if we are allowed to fly high in the sky, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do if we can fly high in the sky around here. Let's have a look at some of the scenery around the area, guys. So I'll come back to you. Respect. We know the reaction we've had at another police station, so I have got the body worn for my protection, as no one's breaking the law here. So we just want to get some pictures of the police cars, because they make for good pictures. These marked ones here. So some quick pictures.
Are you landing it, mate?
I'm going to land it, yeah. I'm just going to get some pictures, mate.
So you know, I'm recording, alright.
Okay, thank you.
I'm based at Bolton Police Station. My name's PC Dalton, alright.
I'm just going to get my pictures and I'll land it. As you can see, I'm only looking at the police cars. If you look on the screen, I just want to get my pictures, mate. I'm a photographer. I've travelled. I've took a day off work to do this.
Okay.
And I've unlocked. Yeah. So, go a little bit higher. So yeah, as we can see, there still is a few. How come you haven't got boots on?
What's that?
How come you haven't got boots on?
Boots on?
Aye.
Boots? Well, I don't wear boots.
Don't you?
Yeah, no.
Okay, do you know what? I'm going to bring this down so I can have a conversation with you. Alright. Right, if you just stand back though, because it's dangerous.
Okay.
I've just nearly cut myself. And I know what I'm doing. So let's bring it down, let's have a talk with the officer. There we are, they're in a black Qashqai, a black Kia. Let's go. Right, just bear with me, guys. So let's see what this officer wants. Hopefully he's going to be polite and not try and abuse any of his powers.
How are we doing?
I'm okay, you?
I'm alright, I'm good, thank you.
Thank you for being polite.
No problem.
Because sometimes you think that you're entitled, you know, at least you weren't.
Manners just because
No. So, where did you appear from? Have you been sat watching me?
No, I've not. I've been at another incident, and then as I've come down, obviously I've seen you. You know, obviously at the police, you're outside the police station. I'm going to come and have a chat with you. All right. I'm not saying you've done anything wrong. I'm just here to have a chat with you.
So okay then. So if you're saying that, if you know I haven't done anything wrong, why would you want to have a chat with me?
Well, it's not that I'm not saying you've committed a criminal offence.
Right.
What I'm saying is, it raises some suspicions if someone's outside with a face covering flying a drone. I'm not saying you've committed a criminal offence. I'm just here to talk to you.
So what I will say. First, what was your name, sorry? I know you have told me.
Dalton, PC Dalton.
So PC Dalton, what I will say then is I do appreciate that you use that these kind of buildings, shall we say, old sensitive people like yourself, a bit paranoid, I'd call it. So I did go into the police station before I took my flight, and because like I've just said, I realised that there is some paranoid people in there. I spoke to a woman on the phone. I told her what my intentions were, and she said okay.
That's fine.
And to be fair, a lot of your colleagues have passed, and none of them have had a problem.
No, I've not got a problem, but
I know, but go on, I'll let you finish.
Listen, all I want to do is come speak with you. All right, I speak with members of the public all day. All right, that's our job, isn't it?
And I get that.
And my job is to interact with the public. So I'm not saying you've done anything wrong or committed an offence.
Right.
I've just come to speak with you. All right.
Okay. So basically, what I'm saying, right, is, do you know, is that a dog for the blind?
It is, yeah.
Do you know what? You don't see them nowadays. You used to see them when I was growing up. You used to see them kind of dogs getting trained all the time. But when you've approached, you've let me do my thing, right? You give me the courtesy of that, and then you started the conversation off by saying, "I'm not saying that you've done anything wrong." So then what? So then I go, well, if you're not saying I've done anything wrong, why do you want to speak to me?
Well, you know why, don't you? Because you're outside the police station with a face covering on. Come on, let's be in the real world now, right? You've got a face covering and you are flying a drone over the police property. It's airspace, all right? I'm not saying you're not allowed to, but obviously we're going to interact with you, aren't we? And I'm sure, I don't know what your intentions are coming down, all right? If it's just to get you aerial shots or whatever, but if you are going to do that, surely you expect a police officer. He's probably going to come and have a chat with you, isn't he?
Well, I sort of do get that, but. And then maybe have a conversation, go, do you know what, you're not doing anything wrong, but you've already told me that you know that.
Yeah, I know. I didn't have to stop, did I?
No, that's what I'm saying, you didn't have to stop.
But
and I'm going to tell you now, I am going in that car park there as well. I'm going to have a look around there on foot. There's no signs to say I can't.
Public footpath, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm going to go have a look in that car park.
You won't find anything interesting, but...
Well, there's a few cars in there. Which one's yours?
Mine's not in there, so you won't find it. Mine's not in there.
So I'm going to be totally brutally honest with you. Why I'm here is I seen somebody on YouTube just around that corner there, right, get totally abused by probably one of your colleagues. I believe there's a civil claim in.
Honestly, I don't know.
There's a civil claim in against the officer. You're talking about face masks. He grabbed his face mask down. That could have been, he could have had that face mask on, or face covering, whatever you want to call it, for religious purposes. And you know, I can't fault you. I can't fault you. You've been polite.
I'm not here to comment on other
and that's what we need.
I don't know anything about it. I genuinely don't. Okay, so I couldn't possibly comment on it. What is it for is it just for your own personal use, this, or is it for like a commercial use?
What do you mean by commercial?
Well, the photography from the
yes, for commercial.
It's for commercial use. So you do it for, is it your own will, or is it? For,
it's for my own will. But it's going on Flickr. On
what, sorry?
A website called Flickr.
Okay.
And it's a photography website.
Yeah.
But and what it is, what I would say is we do need police. What kind of world would we be living in if we didn't have you guys?
Yeah.
You know, but what we don't need is idiots who think they can do what they want. I can't fault you. I even said, let me do my thing.
Yeah, listen, I know.
You stood there, let me.
If you're flying it,
I think you got a bit.
I don't want you to cause any damage to
I know.
your drone. Or...
I know. And do you know what? To be fair, I think you got a bit impatient. I mean, are you gonna land it? No. Right? Okay. But do you know what?
Well,
on it all, you stood there and you let me. I said you let me do my thing.
Yeah.
You know, you weren't giving unlawful orders. You weren't barking orders out at me.
Well, I know the law, so I'm not gonna abuse that or.
Yeah.
Or
So I respect you for that.
Okay.
But what I would say is we need more police constables like you. You know, because like I said,
you.
where would we be if we didn't have yous?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but what we don't need is we don't need tyrants, because once you're in that uniform, you've got power, haven't you? And sometimes, as human beings,
it's just about using it right, isn't it?
Yeah.
And using the right legislation, the right sections and powers, all right, and not going. But okay, I presume if you're here, all right, and you're flying the drone, you probably know the legislation probably better than I do. But so the drone, what milligram is it? What gram is it?
You mean what gram it's?
Yeah, not milligram, gram.
It's.
Is it under 250?
Yeah.
Okay.
249.
249, right. What is it, like a Mini 2 or something, Mini 3?
Yeah, it's the no, it's not. I'm not that rich to get a free. It's
are they expensive, the Mini 3s?
Yeah, them are expensive, to be fair though.
How much are they?
I got that a couple of months before the free came out, and I was going to wait to get the free. Do you know what? I can't remember.
What are they? I might even be insulting you. Are they a few hundred quid or something, or are they more than that?
Yeah, I think, man, because I got the full package. I got 3 batteries with it. I think it was near on 600 quid.
Right, okay.
You know, so
is this like a hobby, or is it something?
Yeah, it's a hobby. And at the end of the day, the reason I come here today really was because I seen that on YouTube, and I thought, it's scandalous, man.
Where have you come from?
I've come from the same place as you.
What's that?
God. God.
Right.
I've come from God, mate.
You just said you've taken the day off work. So have you travelled down from somewhere?
Yeah. Well, I want to remain private.
Okay, that's fine.
But I'm just looking at you the way you're dressed, and I said to you, why haven't you got boots on? I don't now see. I know you've got your what do they call this?
Tack vest.
Yeah, you've got your tack vest on. So, what do you you're not response officer, are you?
No,
if you're dressed like that.
I work in a plainclothes unit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not in uniform. I'm obviously a police officer.
Yeah, I know.
Card with me. All right, I work at this station.
Is this where you're based at?
I'm based at this one, yeah.
Yeah.
So how long do you plan on staying for? Is it just as long as it takes?
How long's a piece of string, isn't it?
Fair enough.
Do you know what I mean?
Fair
At the end of the day, if we didn't have tyrants, people like me wouldn't turn up here, would we? You know what I mean? But I'd say you've helped build the bridge today.
Right, well that's good. That's what we're here to do,
Do you know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, some of your colleagues widen it, don't they? And they back orders and they do things that's unlawful, and then chief constables have to go through. And you know, some of you say, you're coming here to do civil claims and put civil claims. Do you know what it is? I don't want to put civil claims in against you. That being said...
Good. Oh no, I'm fine. It's fine.
That being said though, any of you's abused my rights,
yeah,
and I will.
Well,
I don't want to.
Yeah, no, well, I'm not going to do that because I know what I'm not allowed to do.
Yeah,
so
that's what we need, isn't it? Isn't it?
I know there's the legislation around the drones in terms of it's got to be it's got to be under 250 and you can fly it in the airspace. I know you're not allowed to go near prisons or
airports,
and I'm presuming that you've got the application on your phone that tells you whereabouts you can fly it. So obviously it tells you you're allowed to fly it over it.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Does that good them if you're not allowed to fly? Won't even start.
Oh right, okay.
The technology on them is that
do you have
good.
an operator's ID then? Or?
Yeah, I've got the other one as well, but you only need the operators really.
Sorry?
I've got both of them.
So what are they? Remind me. I know there's an operator's ID.
And a flyer's ID.
And a flyer's ID, right.
So don't you know much about drones? I thought with what's happening in today's world, as you like to say, I thought that police officers would be more up to date.
Yeah, listen, everyone's different, aren't they? People work in different units. I don't know a lot. I know the basics of it. All right. I've got to know a lot of things in terms of law and legislation. So I do my best to understand it and to know what you are and you aren't allowed to do. But I'm not an expert. All right, you probably know better than I do. Okay. But yeah, all right. Do you want to?
How old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to.
You're only young.
Sorry.
You're only a young'un.
Yeah.
You're only a bairn.
A what? Sorry.
A bairn. It means a young'un.
Oh right. Okay. What?
How long have you been in the job?
Nearly 3 years.
Do you think you can make a change?
In terms of what?
Like I've just said to you there, you've helped build a bridge today. I see you haven't got that thin blue line on, have you?
I've not.
Please tell me you haven't.
I've not got it on. No, this is just a police badge, and this is from when went down to London to serve the Queen for the funeral.
Oh, did you go down and serve the Queen for the?
Well, for the funeral.
When the
Queen passed away, I was one of the officers that went down.
What's that you're batting?
Sorry?
What's
That
that?
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's my collar number, 18920. It's under there. Alright.
Yeah. So what's the point in being in plain clothes if you're going to put all the tack vest on and all that? Then you're you're just sticking out like a sore thumb, aren't you?
People ask that all the time. It's just, I get told that what to come in and wear. We can wear jeans and a t-shirt, alright. Sometimes we're in the office for the day, and when we go out, we need our equipment with us, don't we? Alright. And we've just been out to another incident, so I had to put it on.
So were you coming back to the station now when you say mate?
Yeah, I was on my way back in. We've been out at a job, and then I'm coming back in to sort some stuff out.
Yeah. There's no custody suite here.
There is.
What, open?
There is, yeah.
Alright, active. It's active.
It's active,
a lot of custody suites have closed down around the country.
They chop and change in the force. They need cleaning, and they need staff to, obviously, for it to be active. So they do chop and change, but we do have an open one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How many people have you battered in the cells?
How many people? Well, none, because I won't do that.
Good, man. I hope, no, do you know what? I hope you haven't,
reasonable force.
Yeah.
You know, if it's needed, then that's what we do, isn't it? But it's just got to be justified.
Yeah, I know. But listen, right, just say, for example, I'm stood outside the police station, you were just round the corner, with your colleague radios in, and then, right, I haven't done now, he's been a tyrant, shall we say, right? I'm not happy, and I know he's doing things that really he shouldn't be, and he's being unlawful, and you come round the corner and he's on top of me, the first thing you're going to do is get out that car and you're going to be on my back. Aren't you? Because you're going to be worried for your colleague, but really I'm on the floor getting kneed and battered and folded up, and I haven't done that.
Well, yeah, every situation is different, isn't it? And you have to deal with what's in front of you and deal with it appropriately, don't you? And you just risk assessing in your head, aren't you? So it just depends what's in front of you on that day, I suppose, doesn't it?
So listen to this, right? I've just been on about that blue, the thin blue line.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm aware, or I believe, that it's for colleagues that passed away or maybe murdered or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll be brutally honest with you, as I always will be. I genuinely don't know.
Right. Well, that's what I believe.
To get you off my back, I don't. People have attachments and stickers on. Alright. I don't know what everyone's for.
How come you don't wear one?
Because I don't have one and I don't know what it's for. So.
Right. So okay then, that's what I've been told. Right. Many times I've been told it's for that kind of thing. But I'd like to sit down with like through the proper channels, and I'd like to get one designed to represent people, like I've just said, how many people have you battered in the cells, for people who've been murdered or died in police custody, to represent them. So if your colleagues are going to wear one for police officers that's died or murdered,
yeah, but
couldn't it be a badge that goes beside?
It's a personal choice, isn't it, what the police officers, what type of attachments they have on their
equipment?
No,
it's not. The law is that you should keep that uniform. This is law, by the way, as well. It goes all the way back to the 1800s. That uniform should be kept in the condition it was given to you. You shouldn't be adding anything to it.
Well, it's a police sticker to represent police, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's a law.
Are any of these offensive? Do you find any of them offensive?
I don't, personally. No. I do that thin blue line though, because I believe that shows, and the videos that I've seen, it's 9 times out of 10, them people who wear them, I'm going to say people, not constables, people who wear them thin blue lines are usually the ones that go beyond the powers, shall we say, and misuse and abuse legislation.
Right.
And that's just what I've seen, and that's my experience. So what I'm saying is, if they can wear one for colleagues, or I mean, let's have it right. We don't want anyone to die, do we?
No.
You know, be it a police officer. I've just said, yeah, we need police.
Yeah.
Where would we be without you? So if you can wear one for that, why can't you wear one, right? And represent the people, because you know, you're in the job. You see what you see. Do you know what I mean? We're not blind, and you know what goes on, mate. So why can't we wear one for people who die in police custody or even murdered on some occasions?
Like I said, I'm just one police officer out of however many thousands.
Yeah, but
I'm a PC.
But you can change. You're in a position to do that, and I believe you're gonna. I believe you will. You know, by the interaction that I've had with you today. Yeah. But then, and I'm going to be honest, then I question myself and think, well, are you only being like that because the cameras are here?
I just act the same, whatever incident I'm at, alright, and for being the camera on doesn't really matter to me. I've got my camera on as well. When we go to an incident, we have our cameras on.
But is this an incident?
Well, it's not really an incident, but it's an interaction, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's an interaction. I'm interacting with a member of the public.
Yeah.
So I would have my camera on.
But again,
for my safety and for yours.
Yeah, but don't you? I believe that you get told as well that you don't have to put that body worn on every interaction that you have with members of the public.
Well, it'd be on a lot of the day then, wouldn't it? But there's certain
no, I'm saying you don't have to.
There's certain legislation where you do have to have it on at certain types of incidents.
Yeah, if you're going into an incident and it's like you're going on, like you're going to have to arrest, so say you've pulled up at your right and I'm going at at you and I'm going to go at you, then obviously you're going to put it on, aren't you? But when we start having a conversation like this, it's not necessary, I believe.
Well, no, but I put it on just for your safety and for mine as well. Not like there's anything to be concerned about, but it backs me up and makes sure I'm doing my job properly. So if there is any complaints to come in or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I for my personal choice is to just have it on. And obviously I've told you that I had it on when I
So do you want to share your details with me?
Well, I've told you, haven't I? My surname, alright, PC Dalton, my collar numbers.
What's your date of birth?
Well, I don't have to disclose that.
But you guys like to ask us that kind of stuff.
Well, have I asked you for your date?
You haven't.
I haven't.
You haven't. I don't even think you've asked me for my name, have you?
Well, I've not, because I presume you're not going to give it to me.
I'm not, no. There's no reason to, is there?
You told me at the start, didn't you, that you wanted your privacy. Alright, I would ask for it, I would have asked for it, okay. You're not going to tell me, which is fine, you don't have to tell me. So, what can I do about that? So, I'd prefer it if you give it me.
Why?
Why would I prefer it?
Yeah.
Because then I know who I'm talking to and I know who to address.
You're talking to me?
Okay, but I don't know who you are, do I? And
but if I told you my name...
I can't even really see your face, can I?
But if I told you my name, would you know who I was?
Well, no,
so if I told you my name now, you'd put me straight through the system, wouldn't you?
Possibly.
Why? But why?
Well,
because you know I'm studying.
You're a member of the public, aren't you?
Yeah, I know, I'm a member of the public, but remember at the start of the conversation you said, I know you're not breaking the law, I know you're not doing anything wrong, so if you know I'm not doing anything wrong, what do you want to put me through the system for?
A stop check, just a random one. And I didn't say I was going to put you through the box, did I? I've not tried to. If I wanted to, I'd have tried and got your details.
You wouldn't have got them?
Well, probably not, no, which is why I didn't try, because, you know...
I can categorically tell you definitely would not have got my details.
I believe you, yeah.
And do you know what, to be fair now, I'm going to tell you now, I'm not even going in that car park now. Okay. If you'd have tried to say no you can't, then I would have been. Yeah. And that's just the way it is, isn't it?
Yeah, listen, it's publicly accessible.
I mean, we can see from here, can't we?
I prefer you not to go
I'm not going in, mate, because...
It's publicly accessible and you know you're allowed to go in there.
Because when I said, yeah, I'm going in, and you said, well, and you didn't try to say, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Then if you'd have said, no, you're not, I would have. I'd have went in to prove a point.
Yeah.
But listen, you've been all right, so I don't need to prove a point, do I? No. There's no point to be proving here today.
No.
You know? And I wished it was like that for the lad I've just watched on YouTube a couple of weeks ago. You know? But unfortunately, you know, we have bad apples in every walk of life, shall we say.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I bet they're doing there. I bet your seniors know.
Sorry?
Haven't you been told to leave people like me alone now?
Well... No, not really. I haven't personally, no.
Haven't you?
You're just a member of the public to me, alright? You're just doing something that not everyone does every day, but...
But you were doing something now that everybody doesn't do every day.
What's that?
Like you're policing. Not everybody polices.
Everyone polices differently, don't they?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're policing, so the normal member of the public doesn't police. We don't police, do we?
Well, no, because you're not a police officer, are you?
Exactly.
Well,
so that's what I'm saying. So what you were doing might be a bit unusual to me. In respect, because I don't do that, do I?
Yeah.
So this is not unusual to me, because I like to get out with my camera.
But surely when you do this outside of a police station, surely a lot of the time you do get police... I'm guessing you get a lot of police interaction.
No, used to back in the day. Well, not me, but the videos I've been watching lately, they used to. But now they know what's going on. You know that there's no laws being broken, and I think some of you get paranoid and think that people are just looking for civil cases of you. And I can only speak for me. I'm not. I'm not. That being said, though, if anyone does take away my rights, then the way I see it, then yous need to be held accountable just like us. And if anyone does anything wrong to me, then I will hold them account straight away. I'm not looking for that. I hope that doesn't happen.
So what are you looking for then? Are you just trying to get some aerial shots of the building?
Yeah, I just want to be left alone, because like
do you normally do police stations, or do you do all types of buildings? Yeah.
Say that again. Do you look okay?
Well,
you study, me and you.
Yeah,
but me and you were studying, you're having a conversation.
Honestly, mate,
did anything suggest to her that you weren't okay?
No, but she's a colleague, and I can tell you, right, when I'm dealing with anybody, all right, if I was in Bolton Town Centre, or if I was on that street and I had a car pulled over and I was speaking to the occupant, all right, even if we were having a chat like we are now, I would say a lot of the time, officers, you pull up next to me and you go, is everything okay? They're just seeing if I need a hand. It's nothing malicious against you.
Wouldn't you have been on the radio though?
Well, yeah, but...
Wouldn't you have been on comms? Wouldn't you, or if it was an emergency, wouldn't you have pressed that red button on, do you know what I mean?
Well, it's not an emergency, is it?
I know, that's what I'm saying, so there was no link.
She's just making sure I'm alright, mate.
You know what I mean?
It's nothing against you, alright? It's nothing against you. I'll leave you to it.
So how long have you been in the plain clothes then? Wouldn't you like to be like dog section or anything like that?
Not put too much thought into it yet. I'm happy where I am. But about a year.
Yeah. Who's that? Is that a PCSO sat beside you?
No, he's a PC.
Oh, is he?
We just didn't want to swarm you and make you feel if it made you feel uncomfortable. So I just said I'd get out and have a chat with you.
Okay. So you didn't come here
No, I
for
didn't.
me?
I didn't have a report come through or anything.
It was mad because what it is, just as I got the drone up, you pulled up and I thought, have you
That's
been
just-
sat up there waiting for me to go up?
No,
and
that's just either good or bad timing. I don't know whichever one you want to look at it at. But
that's what I
was
thought.
on my way back in.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Paperwork to do.
But listen, it's, I wish there was more people like you in that uniform that'll stand and have a civil conversation, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But unfortunately, 9 times out of 10 you don't get that, man. You know, so when you pulled up there now, I went, wait there, I'm just doing what I'm doing, and then I'll speak to you.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 it's like, no, bring it down, and it's like, no, I won't, mate.
Well, yeah. Just give you a bit of time to do whatever it is you were doing.
So straight away you were off to a good start, weren't you? You know.
Am I getting marked for not
Yeah,
briefing?
well, of course you are.
marking me?
You got off to a good start, you know, and at the end of the day, you didn't get my back up, so you're not going to get that attitude, are you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if I started being arsey with you, you treat people the way you're received. So if I start calling you this and that, right, it's going to get you back up and you're going to do with me different, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're human at the end of the day.
Right,
So-
well, we'll leave you to it.
Okay.
Will you be taking the drone back up, getting some more shots, or?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I've done what I needed to do. Yeah, I don't think I need to be honest.
So, obviously the reason for it, did you say Flickr? You post it on Flickr? Is it on YouTube or whatever?
No, Flickr.
Flickr. So what about the actual video footage? Does that go anywhere? Or?
Well, no.
No?
No, I don't need to, do I?
Fair. No, I just,
Usually if anything happens badly, it'd go to a solicitor.
yeah. No, I just know a lot of people who are filming sometimes.
I've seen them videos, that's why, yeah, I've seen them videos.
But you don't do that.
No, I like to see, I want, because look at the button babe on the car. From above, they make brilliant pictures, you know.
Okay.
So that's what I come, and then what it is, I was having a look on them, and I come across that, and I thought, you know, I'll go down and see. I don't know what made me, if I'm honest, but it is what it is, isn't it, mate?
So I don't need to expect to see myself on anywhere then?
No, do you watch? Do you watch them?
Well, I don't specifically watch them, but obviously they do come up sometimes when you're scrolling through whatever social media.
Yeah. Why don't you watch them?
I'm
really
interested
well,
in, to be
but
honest.
I see what it is. I think if I was a police constable, there's no such thing as police officer, you know. You don't know that, don't you? You're a constable.
A constable, yeah.
Yeah, and even an inspector, even all the way to chief, and even a superintendent and a constable. You don't know that, don't you?
Well, there was a constable.
No, they are a constable. They're still a constable. But anyway, there's different ranks, but you're still a constable. But anyway,
still got everyone's got, any police officer's got constable powers, haven't they?
Yeah.
So you don't have, just because you're an inspector, it doesn't mean they have inspector's powers. They can authorise different things. Hello.
Don't say they're checking on you again.
Hello mate, sorry to disturb you.
No, it's for something else.
So I believe I met you at 27 Kent Court earlier on.
Can I ring you back, mate, in a couple of minutes? I'm just dealing with something. Is that alright?
Yeah, no problem. I think it was just in relation to that lady, just where I think you locked her up in the end, didn't you?
Yeah, we got a. Yeah, we're going, mate. Yeah, we got a. I'll give you a point back.
All right.
Just outside the station with,
I'm going to go in there.
all right, I'm coming in a minute.
What you doing? Going for a cup of coffee? He wants his coffee, don't
we
you?
just came back from the job, mate.
All right. You want your coffee? Are you bringing me one out?
I've got stuff to do, pal.
You're not bringing me a coffee out, no. Know what I mean? No hospitality or nothing. I bet you if I asked him, he'd have brought me one.
Are you alright, John?
Yeah.
Oh, behave, man. You've been sat in the car. I don't know how long. Does he look okay? Does he look okay, mate?
He's alright, he's just making sure.
But he's been
I'll
sat
leave
there
you to
watching
it.
you. How long's he sat there and watched me and you have a conversation? Of course he's alright, man. What do you think he's going to do? Backflips?
I can't do a backflip, mate. I can assure you.
Or star jumps then?
I can barely do a star jump. Alright.
So is that me and your business concluded?
Yeah, I've got no other questions. Have you got your operator ID or?
I've got one. Well, I don't need to show you
You
that
don't need
though.
to show me if you don't think you've. Well, if I don't think you've committed a criminal offence.
There you go.
Exactly. It's just put decency in it to ask.
Like I was saying to you earlier, you know, I thought, to be fair, that you'd be more up to date with
well, I think
because drones are coming more popular, you know, all over the place.
And like I said to you, I know a little bit, and I've said to you what I know, haven't I? And I don't know.
Yeah. Have you dealt with drones and that before? No.
Sometimes, but it's not all the time, is it?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They are becoming more popular. Oh, is there an Asda round here?
Sorry?
Is there an Asda round here?
There's an Asda, mate. If you go right to the bottom and turn left.
Turn
It's
left.
kind of like just behind the station.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I
I'm
will
gonna
go
go,
and get some dinner.
Is that where you get your dinner from?
Some days, yeah. Alright, I'll leave it to
Alright, listen, nice one. Stay safe out there, eh?
Yeah,
alright.
Take it easy.
Thanks for your time. And thanks for not being a dickhead. Cheese. So let him get out the way, guys, and I'll tell you all about it. Yes, I know all about it. So yes, guys, that's Bolton for you, and let's get over to sorry, my laces are all over the place. Let's get over to the drone footage. If you're leaving us now, guys, then please, we've got all spies out the window. What's up with this, man? Just had a conversation with him there, and you're alright. Well, man, I shouldn't shout that, because so let's shout. Well, I don't know who I am, but yeah. So, know what I mean? They're still spying on us, man. Know what I mean? So yeah, and let's get over to the drone footage. If you're leaving us now, guys, and you haven't already, then please subscribe. Please give the video a thumbs up or maybe a thumbs down, guys. If you're staying about for the drone footage, here it comes. Well, live. So guys, here we go. Bolton. Bolton.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Already we've got visitors. Alright, mate, I can't really speak to you while this is in the air. It's unsafe. Can you just wait till I finish, please? And I'm more than willing to I'm more than willing. Yeah, I can. I'm more than willing to have a conversation with you, sir.
Yeah, alright, mate, no worries.
Thank you. Hey, listen, at least you're polite, and I thank you for that. I'm just going to stand with the sun behind me.
Okay.
Thank you. So yeah, we've got police officer who's just approached us. Just as I was taking my drone up. We know the reaction we've had at another police station, so I have got the body worn for my protection, as no one's breaking the law here. So we just want to get some pictures of the police cars, because they make for good pictures. These marked ones here. So some quick pictures.
Are you landing it, mate?
I'm going to land it, yeah.
I'm
just going to get some pictures,
just
mate.
so you know, I'm recording, alright.
Okay, thank you.
Based at Bolton Police Station, my name's PC Dalton, alright.
I'm just going to get my pictures and then I'll land it. As you can see, I'm only looking at the police cars. If you look on the screen, I just want to get my pictures, mate. I'm a photographer. I've travelled. I've took a day off work to do this.
Okay.
And I've unlocked. Yeah. So, go a little bit higher. So yeah, as we can see, there still is a few. How come you haven't got boots on?
What's that?
How come you haven't got boots on?
Boots on?
Aye.
Boots? Well, I don't wear boots.
Don't you?
No.
Okay, do you know what? I'm going to bring this down so I can have a conversation
Yeah,
with you.
alright.
Alright. Right, if you just stand back though, because it's dangerous.
Okay.
I've just nearly cut myself. And I know what I'm doing. So let's bring it down, let's have a talk with the officer. There we are, they're in a black Qashqai, a black Kia. Let's go.